sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a AFC matchup on 10 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run through breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of big passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact in the game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taken from about the 12. Taken it right down Broadway. Is it the 30? 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Bengals put the Knights first on the board as they take the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, get fast, this blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that, not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff. Believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 6-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll replicate what they just saw. They take 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Steelers offense at their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State. That's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
They turn Harris to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And from 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Wilson. And he wisely will throw that away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of the play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on. And here's a fair catch taken about the 24-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it well, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and plans and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That was taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is going up the middle. And a 6-yard gain right around the 43. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a number of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. To check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely beat off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's complete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This will be play number 9. They need 4 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to give themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Solid opening drive so far. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better in the league, always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. Open in one uppercut. The end of the drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. They're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing. They shut that one down with little gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown. He holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, fall to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, off comes Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it? I know they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield now, Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
An inside give, Brown. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they stop. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it, or would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Burrow. Man open, that Jamar Chase complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
You have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They go play action with Burrow.
This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Evades him at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run here with Moss. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for the defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. 3.5 to go, first quarter. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On third down, Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll roll it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Burrow on play action. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 17-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and 1 from the 2. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this 1st half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone. Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Wilson, this one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. does well now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
They give it to Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
The left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
It's showtime, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll swing this out to Moss. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally, because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
Now it's Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Brown on the draw play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
So what's across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back up there after the turnover. Work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Chance of wasting this great starting field position. Threat. Just long. Throwing is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Did he make a nice play? He brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hit crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front that have been effective too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on 1st down that leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McPherson on point after. And he's been a busy man for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
To take a shot.
Now timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's do our thing. We're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll wind up being a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. Our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about 12. Get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Steelers offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Wilson on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, that one covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn up, pick up the first down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that big. All he thought was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. To dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he himself a game.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at their stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not the guy himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot. QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him. This is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
We're just looking at the scoreboard where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
They're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams. Now they've got this game well in hand.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One of my old teammates told me the other day when he was watching it, he was like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it was intercepted. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson throw again. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding this and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. It'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. Damn, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
For the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up. Well, they're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will leave, though, if they recoup the score here, right? I
think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield in the end zone, not turning it over.
Montravius Adams, his 2nd sack of the night. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of pass rush like that. They were on it.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? You have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, you guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 13, but there's
3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here. Getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game, go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. If he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, Wilson. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. Now a creep, now a hit, and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Off the 19-yard line.
Second and 2. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Open pass complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop.
Handing it off to Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Moss, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. How about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
3rd and goal. Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Boy, he has been fun to watch through the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack defense and take them out of the game.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 6-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take 12. And he's out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled. Keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Pickens in the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing again on second down. Wilson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. The bottom line is, a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. Bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no speed available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's complete, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And they will remain well
behind. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They defer around to start the drive.
To about the 40-yard line.
That old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 40 now on second down. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They red zone coverage there with some space to send their guy into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quick.
Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit? His main guy has a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him. Boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This small ball, instead of pushing it downfield, they throw it pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47 attempt. McPherson Dick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for those who haven't played yet, go ahead and loose. Your time is now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. but it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On first down, Wilson
Completes this one to Pickens.
and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards. Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
Open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. 43. Throwing is Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we get through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Let's go, baby.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now go screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's one of those calls where you get safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing the ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you come with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. good job reading the screen, and it sets up fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also
very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. Trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp. This one, it's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wilson now to throw 3rd down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game. Their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
There's Wilson to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know, those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol. You know, let's hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one was all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Maul.
And the boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And look at the defense. They've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. Don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And we're down to the 41. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Right back to Brown. And some room to work. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase the deficit that they were facing, C. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deep route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open probably because of his movement out of the pocket. They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game well decided a long time ago.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about 37. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
This is Brown going up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like a...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.